Yeah, it's funny. In the beginning, I remember one of the first films I did was with Lawrence Fishburne, Tim Roth, Andy Garcia.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, and it was one of these things where we had graduated and we had an opportunity to audition for Shenandoah Shakespeare, and we were all gung ho and excited and got in.
We, the two of us.
Yes, and a couple of other friends of ours, and we all got in, and I was a little torn about it, and the matriarch of our school was like, I don't think you should go.
This is Bella.
Dr. Bella.
Bella, we've heard stories about Bella.
Dr. Bella.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's like, I don't think you need to go. It's just more training, and you've had plenty of training. You should go do a movie or something. and I...
Now take off your shirt.
Yeah. And she met... I was actually doing a show at Shakespeare Rep, and she met me in the lobby because she was famous for, giving you notes.
Yeah, literally come, your show's
into your
running.
early professional
She
career.
has nothing to do with the show. Just come and give you notes and jokes.
And she's like, yeah, so I heard you have another Shakespeare thing you're going to do? And I was like, well, it's in Stratford. She's like, no, go do a movie or something. And so I got in this film, and I remember, just having a really great experience with Fish and these guys, and just talking one day to him, and he had Othello in the can, if I remember right, and he said,
Meaning he had filmed it already?
yeah, and I believe so. And then he was like, I just had this this feeling like I was totally insecure, and I'm like, what does this guy have to be insecure about? It's like, I just didn't feel like I was supposed to be doing this. And it's kind of a famous story, but Kenneth Branagh was like, I'm a kid from this side of the tracks, and I'm not supposed to be doing it either. And that's the beauty of it. That's the joy of it. And he said he was very into music, and in particular, at the time, jazz and hip hop, and somehow it grounded him in the Shakespeare experience because they felt so connected. And so I was really trying to find. I had a very visceral connection to music as well, and hearing that from a guy like that made me really own that more, and so music has been a big part of my process, as it were. I really like to find something that speaks to me sonically about a character and a story, and it's always a go-to for me for some reason, whenever I'm doing theater. I love it. I was in London about 8-9 years ago doing a play, and those conversations with Fish would come back to me, and I was just found myself with headphones in the wings, and just getting to that immediate visceral feeling, and especially in particular with hip hop, that whole relationship between an MC and the crowd. It very much reminded me of theater, and I would love to have an opportunity to do an album. It seems like every rapper can get thrown into a movie. So when I start when I really make it, I'm just gonna start shamelessly plugging for
You'll be Bruce Willis.
Yeah, let me do a mediocre album, a mediocre rap album, see what happens. But no, I love that idea of the immediacy of giving something back and getting some, putting some out there and getting some back.